Afternoon, welcome back to the channel. A cloudy day today, but nice and warm, no wind or very little wind. So today I'm going to look at installing this Auxbeam gang switch. This is the 8 gang switch. I did have the 6 gang, but the fuse block was quite large actually, and I was having trouble finding where to put it. So the 8 gang one has a solid state relay, so they were able to make the box much smaller. Since I bought this one, actually they have come out with a 6 gang switch. It's a RBG that has the same switch fuse box as this one has. So if I had waited, I could have got that one, but yeah. And the new 6 gang one, the RBG one, is much more expensive than this 8 gang one, just because it has more functions. Basically with the RBG one, well, you have RBG controls. You can make it any colors you want, but you can also assign every switch as either an on-off switch, a momentary switch, or strobing switch. So that of course drives the price up a bit, but yeah, so I got this 8 gang one. So just let me open the top of the box here and just give you a quick peek on what you get with it. Okay guys, so I'm not going to take everything out of the box. There's thousands of videos on YouTube showing detailed unboxing of these kits. This here is the fuse box. This is the panel that goes inside, the switch panel that goes inside. You can just barely see, as you can see along the top here. These are stickers that you put on here. You can also make your own, but these have like light bar, rear lights, fog lights, whatever, compressor, whole different ones that you assign each switch to. So like I said, this is the fuse box here. So I did see, I think the guy's name is Roland, Fanatical Side Rider, I think his channel is. He put his fuse box in the glove box. It fits in there quite good, I've checked. But I really don't want to drill any holes or anything. So I'm going to mount mine under here, under this front cover. So yeah, just let me get this cover off and I'll show you how I'm planning to put it in there. So you'll see 2 slots on the bottom of the fuse box. This is where your wiring comes in, under here. So if you take the cover off here, so you can see your wires come up through here, positive, your negative, your switch attaches here in these white switches, and then your accessories come into here. So essentially, you hook this to your battery, you put the switch panel inside, wherever you want to mount it, and then if you're putting on a light bar or a compressor or interior lights or lighted mirrors, whatever it is you're adding, instead of having to run wires and relays and grounds to the battery and stuff, you just run your positive and negatives into this. So that makes it much simpler. So like I said, I don't want to drill any holes, or try not to drill any holes or anything, or modify anything. So I'm going to mount my fuse box here, but I'm going to mount it on Velcro. So that way, whenever I need to access the top, I can just unvelcro it and pull it out and open it up and do whatever I need to do. And the relay, or the breaker I should say, I'll put over here on this side. So that's the plan anyways. I'm hoping that everything fits there. So just cut the few pieces of Velcro and just see exactly how I'm going to put that in here. I'd like to get as much contact as I can. So yeah, just let me get a few strips of Velcro on this and put it in there and see how it goes. Okay guys, so this is the Velcro that I'm using. It's a high strength industrial Velcro, 10 pounds. So that should be plenty strong for what I'm doing. So I've stuck the two pieces here. Now I'll go ahead and put the corresponding parts onto here, peel it off, and then I'll stick this in. And yeah, see how it works. Okay guys, so I got the breaker put in. I also have the box put in. Quite difficult to take off, which I guess is good. Not like you're going to be taking it in and out every day or anything. Okay guys, sorry if the lighting is a bit bad. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect the wires to this breaker here. I'm not going to put the cover on yet because I still have the breaker open, which I won't be closing that until I get everything connected. Okay guys, so I went ahead and made the other connections. This one is for the switch panel. This one is for the accessory fuse tap. As you can see, already getting a mass of wires here. So this wire here, this cable here for this one here for the switch panel is actually quite long. So what I'm going to do first is get the panel mounted inside the side-by-side, and then that'll let me know how much of this I have to bundle up, because I'm not 100% sure yet where I'm going to mount it. I'm thinking about in the overhead on the roll bar, but yeah, so just let me go and get the mounting thing set up, and then I'll decide where to put it. I got the roof taken off. It's over there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to mount the switch panel. I'm going to mount it up here. That's why I took the roof off. Okay guys, so I had to make a small change to the mount. So the panel comes with two different mounts. You have this flat bar mount, which is the one I was going to use first, but it wouldn't fit with the roll bar mounts that I have for the side-by-side. So I had to go with this. It might be hard to see, everything's black, but I had to go with this other, it's basically a standoff mount that in turn mounts to this piece, which as you can see I've mounted to the roll bar mounts here now. So this will essentially go up to the roll bar like this, and then the panel will mount here like this. Okay guys, so I got the panel mounted. Now I'm just going to tie up that wire. Wire's just going to go along here, and then I'll run it down the inside of the roll bar and out under the hood. So when I tie it up, I'll be putting it inside of wherever I'm going to put the zip ties. I'm going to put it inside of this. It's for wire looms. You buy it in a roll. Bit of overkill, but I really don't like cinching down with zip ties directly onto the wire. I'd just rather have something there, and this stuff is really nice and strong. So Yeah, just let me get that wire tied up and be right back. Okay guys, so mounted now. You can see this is at eye level, looking straight through the windshield. So you can see it's not in view or anything like that. See the wires, no stress on the wire. And here's the connection. I'll just run that right down the roll bar and out through there underneath the hood, and that'll link up to the fuse box. Okay guys, so before it puts it all back together, I popped out the switch panel and ran the cable in from under the dash into here, and then I popped out this panel. So this panel is there for adjusting your headlights, and then I fed a wire down through the corner out under the hood, and then I just taped the cable to it and pulled it back. You weren't able to get in through this way, or at least I couldn't. I can't even get my hand through there. So yeah, so that's what I did. I fished it down through this hole. You can see the cable right there coming through, and then I just ran it down the inside roll cage. So you can see there's no stress on it. So now I have it out here under the hood. I'm going to run it back in here behind the battery, and I'll attach it, zip tie it to this wire as well to keep it all together, and then just out to the box. Okay guys, so I got the battery disconnected. I'm just about to tap into the fuse box with this wire. So the kit comes with this fuse tap, and I went and put this cable gland on the fuse box cover, which I'll run the wire through. So when I get that done, I'll be right back. Okay, I got all the connections made to the fuse block. I'll just put the cover on this now and put it in position and hook up the battery and keep your fingers crossed, I guess. So be right back. Okay guys, so back at it again. The problem I had when I was turning the key, the switch panel wasn't coming on. So I checked all the connections. The only thing I thought that it could be would be the fuse tap. So I had to buy a couple of new ones. So just going to put it together here now and give it a try once again. Okay guys, so that seems to have done the trick. So at the end of the day, I was able to get it all underneath the hood and able to keep it nice and tidy, get that all tied together. So this is all very secure. It's held down with, I just held it down with Velcro. I didn't want to be drilling any holes or anything. So yeah, it was, I mean, the installation overall is relatively simple. It's only 3 connections. Well, 4 connections, I guess you could say. Negative, positive to the battery, power to the fuse box, and connect from here to the panel itself. So I got my panel mounted over my head. Not sure if you can see with the garage door open, but I've already installed the light bar. It has to be, unfortunately, a little bit off center, just because of where the panel is, and I'm not moving the panel now for the sake of an inch. So these are the kind of mounting brackets that I use. These are actually mounting brackets for a Kemimoto mirror, actually. Very cheap old mirror. Came when I bought my side mirrors. It came as part of that package. So I used the mounts to mount that light bar. I think they worked out quite good. So yeah, that'll be the next step now, is hooking up that light bar. That'll probably be the next video. And I also have the lighted side mirrors, the LED side mirrors to put on as well. Will also be in another video. So yeah, that's it for the Auxbeam. Yeah, I ran into a few little issues. Like I said, my particular one anyways, the fuse tap that came with it seemed to be faulty. So I had to get another one to put in there. So anyways guys, as always, thanks for watching. Apologies for the long video. So yeah, hope this helps somebody out, and hope you stay tuned for future videos.